Hi, and welcome to The Final Wake Up. I'm your host, Madison Palika, holistic health coach, certified HeartMath mentor, published author of a #1 Amazon new release, and creator of ebooks and courses that help you become the best you possible. I am passionate about bringing light to a world full of darkness and confusion. After becoming deathly ill, as well as severely anxious, and having doctors give me no solutions, I had to find my own way to health. I was mind blown by the things that I was finding, and I became obsessed with helping other people find health and happiness outside of the system too. I'm here to help you become happy and empowered so that you can also live a life full of meaning. You will love The Final Wake Up if you're ready to dodge the traps that this world has set for you. If you want more, you can head to my Instagram page at madison.palika. And now, on to today's episode. Okay, hello, welcome to today's episode. I just want to mention that the format of this video is a little bit different because I am taking this recording from my Instagram live. So I actually did this live as kind of like a surface level exploration of my new course that I have out right now. It's called Quit Stalling Your Calling. And the whole gist of it basically is to be able to improve your health and well-being to the point that you can start to go forward on any callings that God has put on your heart with more power, ease, creativity, health, well-being, sustainability, you name it. So in this training, I'm talking about energy and how it does not belong to the new age, but what it actually means when I talk about it and how it pertains to my course, like kind of what you'll learn. It's now open for pre-sale at 80% off. Since this is the first time that I'm actually launching it, I'm just letting people in really cheap for pre-sale, and I'm giving you some cool opportunities. So if you sign up right now on my Instagram, you will technically be called a founding member. Basically, what this means is that you get to influence the future of the course. So if you go through it and you're like, this would have been so much cooler if you had this worksheet, or if you had some photos to download and save to my phone, or whatever it is. Maybe you're like, oh, this was great, but I wasn't very accountable, so you should do coaching calls with it. Whatever it is, you get to influence the future. So you tell me what you want, and then I'll actually implement it. So not only do you get to influence the future of the course, but any future upgrade that I make, you actually get it completely free of charge. So you get in at the lowest price possible, and you don't have to pay for any upgrades. You get everything for no extra cost. The next couple of opportunities or bonuses, one of my favorite Easter eggs is that I'm actually giving away a journal that I designed for free when you sign up. And then I have a couple of optional pieces where if you sign up, then at checkout, you can get 15% off of the Chef Mindset. And this is basically my ebook to healthy and quick and actually delicious eating. So it's called Chef, Simple, Healthy, Easy, Fast. And it's just going to teach you how to make healthy food in a way that it doesn't dominate your whole life and take over your time. Another optional benefit is that you can sign up to be an affiliate. So I just started using this. I'm super excited about it. Basically, what it means is that if you love the course, I can give you a link to share with your friends or your family or your loved ones, your Instagram following, TikTok, whoever, doesn't matter. You can send this link to them, and if they sign up for the course, then you earn 10%. So it's a cool way to make some passive income, but it helps me help you because you're actually earning passive income. And it also helps me help other people. I'm obviously, maybe it's not obvious, I don't know, but I'm facing some pretty intense shadow ban and censorship on Instagram, which is my main platform that I run my business. I just realized that doing this type of affiliate program can help so many people involved and kind of get me past that block of the shadow ban. And then it's more meaningful because you're sending it to people that you think would genuinely enjoy it. So kind of cool, optional. Founding member, free journal, an optional 15% off of my healthy eating guide called the Chef Mindset. You can download it online or you can print it also. The option to become an affiliate and earn 10% with every sale. So if you sell one at full price, let's say, you would earn $200. So just keep that in mind. Cheapest offer I am ever gonna do. There's 2 payment options. One of them you pay in full, just one time, and you actually save $100. Or there's the other payment option where you can pay in smaller smaller payments over time. So just paying in, Paying in installments. So yeah, enjoy the training. If you enjoy it, you can go to my Instagram to learn more or sign up there. I originally opened it up to 5 people and I only have 3 spots left now. And as of today's recording date, February 14th, happy Valentine's Day 2023. Hiccup for the day. But as of today's date, there's only 5 days left to sign up. So if you hear this, run to my Instagram. Thanks for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed this training and I'll see you later. Hey guys, happy Valentine's Day. This is literally the only red thing I have in my entire closet. We'll do a little fit check. Ooh, business casual fit check. Anyways, so you guys voted for 3 o'clock. Mostly on my story poll, and I'm a little bit late, so I'm coming to you at 3:22 o'clock. It's fine, but today we're talking about secret sauce, and I'm gonna just tell you ahead of time, I'm reading the script because I keep trying to go without it, and it's really hard, and I can't remember what I'm trying to say, so I'm gonna be looking to the side, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. So I'm trying to stall a little bit to let people get on, but I'm excited, so I might just start. We're talking about secret sauce today. That probably makes no sense, but it will by the end of this video, and it's one of the main things that I teach in my course, Quit Stalling Your Calling. It's open right now at 80% off for only, I think, 5 more days. It closes on Saturday, so run in there if you haven't already. But this is one of the big pillars in it, so yeah, we're talking about your secret sauce, and the real ones will know that was actually my secret access code on Thursday for the people who wanted 24-hour early access. Fun fact. But I personally think that the secret sauce is actually the most exciting part of the whole course. And I think that my past clients would probably say the same too. But this is where it gets more real and it gets more personal, but it's fun also. Even though at first I know that it can be kind of intimidating, but we're gonna, in the course at least, work through those feelings and those limiting beliefs when they do come up, because they probably will, but we're gonna get past that. So yeah, I'm talking about your secret sauce. Sometimes I call it your special sauce. Maybe I should call it your secret special sauce. But I just want you to imagine, think of ketchup or mustard or barbecue, ranch, Chick-fil-A sauce, fry sauce. I don't know if mayonnaise would count, maybe. But the point is, these are all sauces, and they're all used in pretty much the same places, like maybe your sandwich or your burger, or maybe you want to dip maybe you want to dip your chicken nuggets, dip your chicken nuggets into it. They're all sauce, and yeah, similar function, but the thing is that they taste completely different, and they look completely different because they have completely different ingredients and different makeups. So just the same way that ketchup is totally different from ranch, your secret special sauce is completely different than your sister's or your mom's or anyone in your family or your friends or your classmates, your church leaders, your favorite Christian influencer or Christian music artist. You are different. You're unique. You have your own thumbprint. Every single person in existence has their own unique thumbprint. It's the same thing for you and your spiritual calling. And I'm sorry that I talk with my hands so much, but can't help it. So yeah, you're the only one in existence that has your sauce and your ingredients. So you also are going to have a very unique flavor profile. Maybe it's spicy, or it could be sweet, or mild, or bitter, you name it. So now that you kind of have this image of what sauce is, I want to talk about why it's secret or special. And it basically all comes down to the ingredients and the makeup. Some of what you can consider the ingredients to your sauce are things like gifts, talents, skills, your personality traits, passions, life experience, interest, anything. Really, it's anything that is unique and special to you. So my gifts are things like writing and speaking, maybe like teaching, and your gift might be totally different. Maybe your gift is that you build things with your hands. Maybe it's working with children, which I can say has never been one of my gifts ever. Maybe it's poetry, or making things beautiful, or being crazy good at math or spelling. Maybe you work with coding artificial intelligence, or even random things like you can hold your breath for a really long time. Maybe you just are good at noticing patterns, or baking an insane loaf of sourdough, like all of these different things. Skating half pipes. I was reading this book today. It's the Truth About Cancer book by Ty Bollinger, I think is how you say his name. But he was just a CPA, a public accountant, and he had this skill of taking really complex information and digesting it, and then like basically regurgitating it to people so they could understand in layman's terms. That is how he ended up writing his book on cancer, is because as an accountant, he had this skill of taking information, digesting it, and then putting it out in an easier way to digest. So that was how he started going on his God-given calling. They had absolutely nothing to do with each other, but he just recognized that he had this one skill. So if you're on here, if you're watching live, or if you're watching it on my profile, I want you to drop in the chat or in the comments something that you feel like could be one of your ingredients. Again, maybe it's poetry or photography, doesn't matter. Anything that you feel like is special to you or that you love, drop it in the chat or in the comments, and let's see what people's different ingredients are. And so it's like we have the sauce, we talked about the ingredients. The next thing is that when you add all these different parts, you get a sauce that no one's ever tasted before. And that is really the exciting thing. And again, it's because you're unique. But probably also even bigger than that is that you've never pulled your sauce off the shelf. It's been sitting there, waiting for you to use it, and you just haven't ever pulled it off the shelf. And I know that so many of you guys have like talents or gifts or hobbies or just like creativity that's been sitting inside of you. Maybe it's been dormant, something you might have loved in childhood. If it's painting, has it been 5 years since you touched a paintbrush? Or 10 years? Or 20 years? Think about that. Sit with that. But part of the point of this course is just to start to uncover and resurface those things that you have loved and potentially even excelled at, but have totally forgotten about. Or if you haven't just forgotten about it, maybe you remember it and you want to be doing it, but you're too tired and you're too drained and you don't have enough energy and you're too busy. And you would be doing it, but life. That's the worst. That's the absolute worst. And that's why I wanted to make this course in the first place. So these things that you wish took up a part of your life, but they don't, because you're too swept up with the other daily things of life, because you're too busy or too tired, like we talked about in yesterday's training, right? You don't have enough energy. In this course, I'm going to give you the scientifically researched and verified built-in tools, baked into your body, your well-being, just everything. And it's going to help you take that step back and reprioritize. And another little challenge, I guess, or practice that I want you to do right now is just to take a step back and try to see yourself from somebody else's perspective. So have you ever noticed that people will give you a certain compliment? Or maybe people compliment you on things and you don't see it in yourself at all. Like when I was growing up, people used to tell me like, oh, you'll probably be famous. Or like, I could see you being famous. And to me, I'm like, no. But people say that. So there's got to be something that they see in me that I just don't see. So it's this like untapped potential. Same with my boyfriend, Thomas. He has people tell him all the time that he's good with people. Like he's a good people person. And he'll come to me and be like, what are they talking about? Like, I really don't have good people skills. I literally feel like they're lying to me. I'm here to tell you that if you get multiple compliments of the same thing, they're not lying to you. It's a potential that you do have, something, a quality that other people see and maybe you don't. So we're going to kind of drag that out of you and bring those to the surface so you can actually utilize those things. If you've had something like that, something that people have just said to you a lot or a compliment you've gotten, drop that also in the chat or in the comments. I think that would be interesting. But yeah, people are just seeing something in you that you don't. And when you come to terms with those things, you can start to see that potential in yourself. Because I can tell you now that God sees it. And if God sees it, what else do you need? Right? So long story short, basically in the course, what we do is we map out you and your potential ingredients. Okay, she says, I'm easy to talk to in the chat. That could go so many different ways. You could be a counselor, a nanny. You could be the best mother in the world. Who knows? Who knows? And that's what's awesome is you map these things out and start to get an idea of where you want to focus those talents and that energy. So yeah, mapping out you and your potential ingredients. And then from there, we get to actually mess around with the recipe and kind of try things out and give them a taste and see what we like, see what God likes, see where God starts to open doors for us. So eventually you get this perfect mix and the right flavor profile. Not me saying flavor profile. I've been watching the Great British Baking Show way too much. And now I'm like acting like I know what these things mean. I don't. But yeah, so speaking of recipes, do you mix, like, say this is your recipe. Maybe you're mixing your different skills and talents. Like you have an ability to make people laugh and you have good video skills and you like to write. Maybe you mash all those things up and you become viral on TikTok for being this hilarious Christian creator who explains the gospel, but you do it in a humorous way. But you also have really, really pretty cinematography and people just love watching your stuff. And like next thing you know, you blow up on TikTok. Okay, that could be your recipe. Or maybe your recipe is that you're good at baking, that you escaped abuse. Okay, a little bit more serious, but valid for the people who follow me. You also have a calling to help young people, and you really just love vintage. Maybe your sauce that comes with these ingredients is that you use vintage photography to document the classic, like grandma's recipes you make that you deliver to, like abuse care centers with scriptures attached. So it's like you're making an Instagram about this whole act of service you're doing, but you're giving it this fun vintage vibe because you love vintage. You know, like it's such random things, but it's so much fun. It could literally be anything. So once you actually come to terms with your specific ingredients, like I said, anything can happen. So in Quit Stalling Your Calling, you get the chance to do that and to be mentored or guided through it and kind of kept accountable to actually doing these things to keep moving forward and investing in yourself and pursuing this calling that God has put on all of us to make disciples of all nations. So I know also that it can be nerve-wracking. I think that's one of the big blocks is like people are just afraid of judgment. And sometimes it brings up old bad feelings, or it can bring up feelings of shame or unworthiness. Imposter syndrome. Maybe you've gotten old rude remarks about some of your ingredients. Like people thought that your sense of humor was stupid, so you shut yourself away and never made a joke ever again. Those things are okay because when you get to this part in the course, you're already going to have the tools and techniques down by heart at this point to turn down those emotions. So if you're feeling this heavy feeling of unworthiness and imposter syndrome as you're putting together your recipe, you have the ability to self-regulate already. And yeah, like I said, it turns down the volume and the noise of these negative emotions. So it's like you can feel it and you can learn from it, but then you can let it go and keep moving forward, and it's not going to hold you back anymore. So I hope that this helps you actually understand and get excited about your secret special sauce. And I would love nothing more than to actually help you develop your own recipe and see the fruit in your life that it brings. You know, maybe I've had some people go on after this course, when it was in coaching form, to start being their own Christian influencers, and like it really inspired them and helped them take all of their little ingredients and put them together just the right way. So I don't know what your recipe is. I don't know what you'll end up doing, but I would love to be able to help you out with it and just give you that little push that you need, because we live in serious times, and I think that Christians really have to start using what they can to share the gospel, because who knows how much time we have left. Kind of dark and scary. Not the vibe I'm trying to give with this video, but it's true. So yeah, I just want to be able to help you put this sauce out into the world, take it off the shelf so that people can taste it and fall in love with the flavor, you know? Have people fall in love with you and what you do specifically. So yeah, if you want to dive deeper and this is something that really calls to you, Quit Stalling Your Calling is open right now. It's 80% off of the original price, which is insane. It's only open until Saturday, so there's 5 more days to get in. I opened 5 spots and 2 of them are already taken. So there's 3 spots left, 5 days to get in. It's linked in my bio and in my stories. If you join one of these 5 spots, then, sorry, I'm out of breath. If you join the 5 spots, you get to be a founding member, which means that you can influence the future of the course. If you don't like something, you can tell me and I'll change it. Or if you wish something existed that is not there, I will add it. And you get all these future updates for no extra cost. You also get a free journal that I designed, and it's very cute. In my humble personal opinion, maybe you don't like it. I think it's very cute. Also, you get the chance to become an affiliate, which means that you can share the course with your friends or your family or your Instagram following or your TikTok, whoever. And if someone buys it, then you earn 10%. So I love this program because it helps you make just a little bit of extra cash. It helps me spread the word and help more people. And it also gets me past the shadow ban and the censorship of Instagram. So not very many of my followers, or just not very many people in general, ever see my stuff anymore. And it's tough when you're running a business. So this is kind of just to get around all of that. And I think that that's everything. So yeah, affiliate program, you earn 10% of each sale that you make. And also another not freebie, but a discount is that if you sign up, you can get the Chef Mindset for 15% off at checkout. I'm like stuttering and stuff. Guys, what's going on? But Chef Mindset at checkout, 15% off. It's my healthy eating guide. You can download it, print it, whatever you want. And yeah, doors close Saturday, so run and grab a spot. If you have questions, feel free to DM me or leave it in the comments. I'll get back to you. And I'm also going to be doing a Q&A video, I think on Friday. So if you ask a question, I'll address it there too, because if you have it, then I guarantee other people also have the same question. And yeah, so love you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you've got your red or your pink on. Have a good day. If you're single, take yourself on a date. If you're not single, take yourself on a date. That's what I'm about to do. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the course or in my DMs. Okay, bye. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Final Wake Up. I hope this episode sparked a flame in you to march forward in your journey for truth, health, happiness, and meaning. If you want to dive even deeper down the rabbit hole, go to my Instagram at madison.palika. If you want to talk to me personally, please send me a DM. I would love to hear from you. If you love this episode, please subscribe, rate, and leave an amazing review. Bonus points if you share this to your story and write what you learned. Tag me in it so that I can connect and see how this has actually helped you. If you know somebody who would really appreciate this, or somebody who desperately needs to hear what I talked about in this episode, please send this to them. Together, we can bring light to this world full of confusion and help people thrive. Thank you, and see you next time.